Man. You guys ever wondered what the best cheese to hide a horse in is? Mascarpone.
Best
Yeah, you guys, the ones you guys actually laugh at. I've been wrong
That's
on
funny.
every time.
I have a really bad animal joke if you want to hear it.
Absolutely.
All right, so blackbirds have black babies. Bluebirds have blue babies. But what kind of bird doesn't have any at all? Swallow.
It's just saw that one coming. I should have said, I don't get it. Why? Nah, don't explain it. We're good. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Second Office. I'm your host, Alex George, with Doc and Brandon. We got, there's definitely some interesting stories out there, but this is the time of the year where sports is dead.
Yeah, happy 4th.
Yep, because I don't necessarily. Yeah, happy 4th, happy birthday, America. I really do enjoy hockey when the playoffs roll around, but as far as keeping up with it, like I do football, basketball, I have a hard time.
Well, hockey's done.
Baseball. I meant
That's
baseball.
how much you like baseball.
I meant baseball. Yeah, for real, exactly.
Name.
So that was an accurate statement about hockey. Even more so for baseball, apparently.
I mean,
Baseball
you're hitting
can
something with
suck.
a stick, so I get it. I get it.
Right? I don't know. Okay, well, now I got to defend myself. Yeah, in a game where they play 162 of the motherfuckers every year, they'll just dribble a bouncer in the gap, jog to first, slap the first baseman on the back, yuck it up about, oh, geez, fucking third game in 4 days. Now I got to go to the West Coast. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see very little competitiveness in it during the regular season.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't mean for this to be a shit on baseball opening.
That's fine.
Wow. That's what happened.
That's absolutely
We just
what
learned
happened.
so much about you. I mean, you don't.
Why do you hate baseball so much?
I just
It's
explained
America's
it.
pastime.
How do you guys feel about
You
it?
don't like America?
Shit.
Wow.
I like America very much.
Did you guys know that we should actually be celebrating today? Because today is the day that we actually drafted the Articles of Resolution to become our own country. The Declaration of Independence that was signed on July 4th was actually just an explanation of why we were leaving.
But it was agreed upon on the 2nd.
Yes.
Happy
And it was
birthday.
a
Happy birthday,
document
America.
It was a document of peace and unity,
And nothing else.
and
It
was a
said
very
some-
strong document.
I think it said something about we would be the greatest, biggest, hugest,
Best.
sovereign country in the world.
I'm so sovereign right now.
Feel so sovereign. Doc, you're looking pretty sovereign over there.
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm in red, white, and blue.
Look at you go.
Ah.
Brandon, yep, you're looking sovereign too, son of a gun. Look at us go.
Who, me? I'm going to look more like 8 Mile here.
Sexy sovereign. And
Got the headphones on.
now you're sexy Marshall.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You're wearing the wrong team jacket, though. It would have to be for Detroit.
No!
Well, that's what you said. So.
Packers always. Packers always.
Okay.
Not some wishy-washy fan, you know?
God, I hate those fans.
Yeah, fuck them.
When they just,
If I knew one of those fans,
God, when they just
The
think about
last thing I would-
leaving their whole team and just having a 5-week-long bracket.
tell you what, the
They're the
last thing
worst.
I would do is share a podcast with that person.
Yeah, it makes me want to wreck them with a hockey bat.
Couldn't imagine. It's a hockey bat. It sounds painful.
According to you, the sports are so close.
Fair enough. I should have known what that was.
Wouldn't a hockey bat just be a lacrosse stick?
No. Yeah.
No, but did you see that they have a new sport where it is soccer boxing?
I saw that. I saw a clip of that. Yeah. Oh, looks
Yes,
crazy.
look it up.
But not all of them even wear headgear. Some of them are just don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're just out there with big boxing gloves on, playing soccer, and they can pretty much free hit anybody with the ball.
That's what even without the ball, because I noticed a couple guys getting into it off the ball too. So I'm like, maybe they need to iron down these rules a little bit because there'd be someone watching the ball and then boom. Cold cocked.
And then China just had their first ever game of AI bot soccer,
Get out. How
where there was actual robots
playing
as
soccer?
players
Oh my.
playing soccer against each other, and it was so funny because a bunch of them would malfunction, they just fall over, and like they brought out like these stretcher type things, like roll the bot onto and carry him off the field.
Okay, a couple questions immediately though. Are all robot players equal?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a regulation? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Are they controlled or no? You said AI, so
No,
they're
it's AI.
They're just left to do their thing.
So, yep. They're
Crazy.
just out there doing their thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Look it up. It's pretty funny.
So I wonder if there's like free agency and a draft of robots and shit like that, and you're like, this robot put up 8 goals
This source code
in
code.
2 games, so now I'm going to trade for that robot. But theoretically, it's the same thing. So what's a fair trade? My mind's going crazy with this concept.
I don't know. I don't think that
Sounds fun though.
It's just all bots created equal with the same software. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
but
Sounds a little
mean,
too socialist to me, Brandon.
I don't know. It's you know, you
Just
got
kidding. It sounds very cool.
Decepticons
Sounds very
and-
cool. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think it comes down to your
Prime.
coaching plan.
There you go.
But
Yeah.
that would be cool.
I wonder-
Transformer soccer.
I wonder if you could tinker settings. Like, hey,
I'd finally
stay
start
back.
watching soccer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Hey,
thought
if
you
it
watched
was-
football all the time.
Nice.
No, not that kind. I watch Ted Lasso a lot.
You gotta watch.
Same
that.
thing, right?
Yes.
Gotta watch that.
You
Okay.
haven't watched Ted Lasso?
No.
Put the brakes on this podcast. Hold on.
Should
I know everybody shits on me.
we just wrap her up so I can watch Ted Lasso?
Dakota, get your hockey bat. Teach this boy a lesson.
All right. I'll do better. I'll watch it. Let's start with NBA free agency. Kind of a shit NBA free agency. I don't know. Everything. Usually there's some crazy things, and there is one crazy thing that has to do with Brandon's favorite team. But it kind of seems going into this that all the stars of the league now are structuring contracts so they never even hit free agency. They just they can opt in or out of the last year on their contract, so then they're an expiring contract that becomes incredibly tradable, and then they dictate the few teams that they want to go to. So I don't know if the days are done, and if it's because of the second apron of huge stars hitting free agency. That said, a couple headlines, not necessarily free agency, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, flopping son of a gun, signed a brand new deal, and he's making so much money now. Has agreed to a 4-year, $285 million super maximum contract extension through 2030, 2031. He's going to be making $1 million a game in 2030.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good for acting.
Nice. Here's a clip. Anyway, but yeah, we got to post that one. Fire everyone up. Let's go. So that happened. Good for you, Shay. Just please don't flop as much. Brandon, the Bucks.
Yep.
Big move. Big move in an
Yeah.
attempt probably to keep Giannis happy. Excuse me.
I think it was a good attempt, but I think them letting Lillard go is kind of making that move a little bit more numb.
Yes. So I know Giannis was incredibly excited to get Dame in the first place. I feel like he's got to know that, given the torn Achilles, that the team like this is the best.
Yeah, I mean,
best case scenario.
guy
for
wasn't
the
going
Bucks.
to play. Like, so he was on a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to play next year.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows how well he's going to come back the first year after a torn Achilles. This
And
is
he's
the
gonna,
best,
and he's going to be in his late 30s.
best move for the organization, just to cut him, spread that contract now
I
over
agree.
5 years
Which is
instead
crazy.
of 2.
Which is crazy. 22 mil for 5 years to rehab. So that's nuts. Good for Dame.
Yeah.
but honest,
Yeah,
but
no.
I agree. Best case, like it's you
You
know
have to do that.
You do because what's the other option? You keep him on, hope he comes back healthy, and then you can't sign anyone else. And
Yeah, I mean,
and then Giannis gets pissed off. And
Yeah, you eat what,
you know?
$50 million a year for him to sit at home and
correct.
Well, and I don't think the Bucks should make moves to determine Giannis's temperament. You know, it's a business. At the end of the day, they've got to put the best possible roster together to make him win. And yeah, he's a big part of that, but I don't think that he even acknowledges that, like, they're not trying, you know?
I totally agree. And that there's always a fine line of that question. Is this a guy who's already brought us a championship? He's 30. Do we just keep him here to solidify the legacy no matter what? We make him happy. We make decisions to make him happy. Or do we function as an organization and be like, okay, this window could very well be closed. Now, the move they just made suggests they don't believe it to be. And as long as you have Giannis, it probably isn't. He's one of the 3 best players in the league, and he probably isn't number 3. He's amazing.
Yeah. In the new center, they just grabbed Tyson from the Pacers.
Turner,
sorry.
he's awesome. I wanted there's been rumors around him leaving the Pacers for years, whether free agency or trade or whatever. And I always wanted the Wolves to get him before they got Gobert. I've always been a big fan of Turner. He's also a huge Lego maker, so I think he's cool because of that. So yeah,
Well, hopefully his Lego skills translate to basketball skills.
They do. He's a very good basketball player. He's
not a bricklayer?
No.
He's a master builder.
Nice. That was good. You're on a roll. No, he's like a 3-and-D center. Doesn't hit a super high clip of 3-pointers, but you got to respect him from it because he can get hot and he will make a couple a game. He'll at least shoot a handful. I believe he'll be better than Brooks in that regard. He can match Brooks' shot blocking, and can guard at least 3 through 5 effectively, where Brooks maybe couldn't, whether in his old age or just, he's just bigger. Love Brooks.
I just feel
did
like
so much for the Bucks, but I think that it's a clear upgrade.
I just feel like every basketball player should be able to shoot from the 3.
In this day and age, you're not wrong. It helps. It at least helps. Can't hurt them, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you see these kids getting drafted on shooting ability alone, and then they can't do shit else. And sometimes it works out for them. So,
I think the Bucks will be okay.
I think so too.
Media is just clamoring to something to get clicks right now, and this is the NBA is that.
But I think it's yeah, agreed. I also think it's a very good move for the Bucks, and given their scenario that they were unfortunately in because of the Dame injury, best case scenario, especially in a thin East.
Yeah.
And who just went to I don't know. It's the West signed all the free agents. East just kind of chilled. And West seemed to get everyone. I don't know. The West continues to be a bloodbath. Anyways, good move by the Bucks. I think that's cool. Before we have our usual red button WNBA story, Malik Beasley, former Timberwolf, current Detroit Piston. The U.S. This is a Shams Sharania tweet breaking. The U.S. District Attorney's Office is investigating Detroit Pistons guard Malik Beasley on allegations of gambling related to NBA games and prop bets. Sources told ESPN. Serious developments surrounding one of the top NBA free agents. And Detroit has since made moves to replace his production. So it would seem the team is operating under the assumption that he's gone and this dude's screwed. And it doesn't help that there's clips that have come out after of certain games with the Wolves where the spread was, this is a specific instance, the spread was 7.5. Wolves were down by 9. He gets the inbound with like 4 seconds left and races down the court to dunk it to get under the spread.
Yeah, there's a video too of someone else, and because they were saying if this guy's getting investigated, then this person should be investigated too.
Really?
Because he's sitting on the bench and he is just like covering his mouth in disbelief and like living on the edge of his seat when the game is clearly decided. But the game was within the point spread.
Really? Yeah. That shit's like, they got to be using third parties to,
Yeah. Because someone, I don't remember where I saw it. It wasn't on any of the major news, but it was someone like put it together. And they were just like,
it wouldn't surprise me at all.
They're just like, you cannot investigate one player and not investigate this guy because look at him. The game's over.
Yeah.
But he's like,
I do wonder how that stuff starts. Is it a tip off? Is it I don't know. Is it a lawyer who watches games and they're like, look, there he goes again? How does it start?
I don't know.
Either way, it seems like Beasley is screwed. A fun player to watch. Another guy similar to Adrian Peterson, who just finds his name in the news for the wrong damn reasons. Seems dumb as hell.
Well, sometimes you just can't make good choices.
Guess not. But when you're making millions, Mm-hmm. Sorry, Brandon, did you hear Indiana Jones?
I did.
Yeah, that came out.
One of my favorite movies.
It came on loud. It's on in the background.
What's
Never
your
seen
favorite
it.
Indiana Jones movie?
Probably first one. Probably first. I just love the start of it all. It's very cool.
Sure.
What about you?
Oh, I don't.
Doc doesn't know.
What are they?
You kidding me?
What's Indiana Jones?
Brandon, what's your favorite?
Is that somebody from Indiana?
It's his nickname.
Oh.
The best Indiana Jones movie is The Last Crusade.
Nice. That's the one that's on right now. Well, just
with the-
just ended.
What's the one with
Just one.
Shia?
Crystal Skull.
No, that's the best
Crystal
one.
Skull?
Saw that in theaters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they bring aliens into the mix.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm for it. I don't care. Love Indiana Jones. Super cool.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun.
Oh, okay. Sorry. One more before the WNBA. Okay. Wolves made moves. It's free agency. We are losing our bench mob of Luca Garza, so we're gonna have to find someone to replace the celebrations.
Oh, where's he going?
Boston,
Oh, nice.
$5.5 million guaranteed.
Good for him.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yep. Boston lost some people, so they're bringing him. He'll probably get actual minutes there. I hope it might be sweet. Same with Josh Minot. Apparently, he requested that the team decline his two-way option, given the depth in front of him, and he also went to Boston for hope for playing time. Wish for the best for both of them. Sucks to see him leave. Woo. We also lost Nah, and this one hurts the most. He got his bag, so that's good for him. That's awesome. He goes to the Hawks, signs like a 4-year, $60 million, which is awesome. I like the team that they're putting around Trey in Atlanta, but it sucks to lose him. And now, of course, the question is, do you like Nah at that price, or do you like Nas at the 5-year, 125?
I don't like the contract they gave Nas. I told you that before. He literally signed, I think, after our episode.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure I said you don't sign him for $25 million a year.
that was like.
Pretty sure
I'm
we
not
talked about that.
Oh, I know. Like I wanted 20. You know.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it though, assuming he's still improving, and he's that guy who can theoretically get you a bucket when you need a damn bucket.
I'm only fine with it if they get rid of Rudy.
Yeah, but Nas isn't a center. He's just not a
You
center.
gotta get rid of Rudy.
No.
You can't rely on Nas to be center though. I don't think.
You're paying him starting minutes.
I know that's the thing. That's a starting salary now, and
Just
not
need to
and
rework Rudy Gobert. Have him for a couple more years. Let
well,
him
he
bring
did
up the bench
rework,
talent.
and he's at a cheaper amount this year. I think Rudy is like same price as Randall at this point. Randall
It's too
opted.
much.
Randall re-signed 3 years, $100 mil. Love that. Awoo. At the very least, it's a incredibly tradable contract. Assuming we get his playoff production, great contract, super tradable. I also love having him on the team.
I want one more year with Rudy Gobert.
Rudy's
I want
gotta go.
One more.
He
one
can go
more
to
year.
Milwaukee then. You want him so bad, he can go there. Let's do the trade.
No, he only belongs in Minnesota.
No.
Well,
Gobert.
so here's what I kind of think. LA needs a center, right? Luka needs that lob threat center. And here's all this rumbling and mumbling about LeBron
Trade for
James.
LeBron?
Yeah, being like, hey, I know what I'm worth. I'm opting in. I also am not super psyched about this roster around me right now. Sure, I got Luka, but who the hell else? There's no legit center. Let's take on LeBron for a year, give him Rudy.
Yeah, they don't do that deal.
You don't think?
They don't do Rudy for LeBron.
Well, because I think they're kind of in the sticky situation right now. They're like, okay, yes, we can compete this year, but
they're gonna want more.
compete.
Even though
Like
LeBron's 40.
They will compete, but with no major changes, and they made no major changes.
I don't want
At
LeBron.
least yet. You don't want LeBron? Oh, I would love LeBron. Especially if he frees up next year. And we can, I don't know, look at all that money.
If you're gonna
I
get
think that'd be sweet.
LeBron, you're gonna get Bronny with him.
Great. We'll take him. I don't give a shit. If LeBron navigated it, I think LeBron would be down for playing for Edwards. But like I said, the Lakers will compete. I hope they're not dumb enough to expect that they're legitimate contenders. Because they did not improve. They weren't contenders last year, as the Wolves showed.
LeBron has a no trade clause, right?
I think so. So
He's
he'd have
not
to be cool
coming
with
to
it.
Minnesota.
You don't think?
No.
All the reports are that he wants a real shot at another ring.
I don't think he thinks that's Minnesota.
You don't think?
I don't think he thinks that.
Well, sure
I
as
think
hell
he has
is
a better
better
shot
than.
with Cleveland.
Okay, fair enough. I could see that. And maybe
Go back home.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I could see the appeal there for sure.
Sure.
If it's on the table.
He's going to Golden State, baby.
I think the Wolves would do that.
He's going to Golden State.
Ditch Rudy and whatever else to match. So you need to get another 20-ish mil on there to match because we're still in the first
How are you
apron.
coming up with that?
DiVincenzo.
And it's not happening.
I don't know, man. It would
Don't
just be
get your
cool.
hopes up.
I would totally do it.
No.
My hopes are not up. I'm just saying I would do it. If you want to get rid of Rudy so bad, if I'm
I keep Rudy before LeBron.
Connolly.
I think Rudy helps the team more than LeBron.
What?
LeBron's 40. He's washed.
He was an MVP candidate
He's
last year.
trash.
This dude's amazing still.
trash.
He's still great.
He's trash.
No, you're trash. I think.
The sun is setting on his career.
Well,
Be
yeah,
real.
100%. 100%. But
Is that
had a
what
great
you
year
want to
last
put your
year.
money
He had
and
such
your
a good
effort
year.
into?
He's gonna
This is
get-
the most Minnesota Vikings conversation I've ever had.
okay.
You guys, this is what you guys do. You're so short-sighted. You can't see a path beyond just this year. And if we just did this, we could do that. And
No, see, that
it's not sustainable.
we can afford to do both. Ant is 20-3. We have the future with him and Jaden McDaniels and Naz Reid.
Exactly.
They're all
So
25
build
and under.
around that.
They're all 25 and under. LeBron is a 1-year deal right now.
Yes.
If we
That's what-
okay, we already
You're
think we can
wasting
compete
money
this
and
year.
resources on a 1-year deal and an aging, sunsetting player when you could be putting other resources towards your team.
Okay, the
to
resources-
make it better long term, make
the-
it dynasty, not a 1-year wonder.
I see what you're saying. The resources are Rudy Gobert. 32, getting older, showed decline last year.
He's gotta go.
Showed decline last year, right?
Got to go.
I don't know what else it would take. If, for whatever reason, LeBron's like, you know what? I would accept the no-trade clause to go to Minnesota. Knowing they want a center, it starts with Rudy. And I think if I'm Connolly, I'd do that for a year of LeBron. Ticket revenue alone. You're selling out every damn game. I think you do it. And then whatever LeBron does. And we got all that damn money. And
Well,
the young core
I-
of Ant, Jaden, and Nas still.
I hope this works out for you the way you want it to.
LeBron's great.
I'm excited for you.
It's not going to happen, but I'd be super down for it.
It's not going to happen.
Ah.
And I know you'd be down for it.
But you
Because
wouldn't.
the idea of it alone is
You wouldn't-
enticing, but
You wouldn't do that
it again,
theoretically.
No. If LeBron was like, I'm coming to the Bucks, I'm going to be like, great, I can't wait to get to the playoffs and not go anywhere with it.
What if there's another year of decline for Rudy? And when I say decline, this guy is still a walking top 10 defense, at worst, one of the best 5 defensive players in the league. He still raises your floor as much as anyone can in the league. He's still great. He was, and sure, decline from from a defensive player of the year season. How much decline is that really? I say decline.
Not much.
Overall, given the eye test, just wasn't as springy or dominant for a larger part of the season. So if there's
But they
if
built
there's
around
more,
that in the draft, that you can afford to give him another year and have
Oh,
him
totally.
build up the talent around him.
totally.
And that's my point. That's what I'm trying to get across to you is you have the pieces in place. It's just when something else shiny comes along, it's like, oh yeah, well, let's just fucking sell out for that. And you know,
LeBron
everything
James
will be
more than
great.
shiny though.
He's not. He's not.
Well,
because
the
you've
Los
gotta think,
Angeles Lakers don't
if
need a center
Gobert-
anymore.
Oh,
If
did they
Gobert is
get
declining at what 30-32, it's only going to happen to LeBron. He is going to fall off, and it's going to happen in a big way. Wait and see. His ability to get injured is only increasing.
At this point,
So-
though, his longevity needs to be studied, and the fact that this dude was
Roids.
MVP candidate, then I don't know, maybe. Who'd they get? Who'd Lakers get?
Ayton.
They got Ayton. That happened. What was
Yep.
the contract? Come on,
I
man.
don't know yet.
Here, I'll find out. What's the contract?
Literally just broke news.
Great.
What happened?
DeAndre
Lakers-
Ayton.
The Lakers just signed DeAndre Ayton, so they don't need a center anymore. So this whole hypothetical argument was for nothing.
Also, Mark Spears just reported that Wolves are his top destination for Lillard. I don't want that.
No, why would we
Lillard?
do that?
Oh my gosh! Do you know how
bad.
good that would be for the Wolves?
Okay,
Lillard's
I think
amazing.
the
God,
thought is
hate that.
I think the
What?
thought is people are thinking, hey, he'll take the vet minimum. He's getting $22 million a year anyways. He'll take the vet minimum for a chance to compete.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
I'll sign him for the vet
but
minimum.
he's not playing next year, so I don't.
He can sit on the bench, do a little mentoring.
I guess.
Championship.
Okay, breaking. DeAndre Ayton has signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Sharani again. Sources tell ESPN between Portland and LA, Ayton will earn $34 million next season. Oh, that's between LA and Portland, so it didn't even say what his. Okay, well, there you go, LA. You got your center. Well, everyone talks shit about him, but he's at least mediocre, so great. Good job, Lakers.
Could have had Gobert.
Could have had Gobert.
Could have had Gobert.
Yep.
Wow.
Stupid. Okay.
I don't think Gobert's going anywhere.
No, and he shouldn't. I love Gobert, Brandon. I'm just like, LeBron is more than shiny to me. It's LeBron. He's my GOAT.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, I guess he would be your version of Jordan.
He
So
is.
like Jordan is always my GOAT. He's who I grew up with.
Right. And after watching Last Dance, which was incredible, I may even concede that the better career and better player was Michael Jordan. Does not change that. LeBron is my GOAT.
Yeah.
Been awesome. Anyways, WNBA. This is an NBC article. So while Caitlin Clark dominated the WNBA All-Star fan voting, there was a player vote in which she was ranked the 9th best guard in the WNBA.
But does that surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me at all. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, I know for a fact that's false.
Yeah.
Because her play has been amazing. What she's brought to the league has been amazing. Hasn't totally translated to winning yet, right? They figured it out about halfway through last year, if I remember right. Had a great second half of the season, kind of fell short. And she's been injured for a decent chunk of the season this year, and I think they're right around 500. They did just beat the Lynx in the Commissioner's Cup. Congrats to them.
Yeah, she's been hurt this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, it still seems like, given as a casual who just sees the highlights, who just sees the headlines, I feel like 9th is probably not accurate.
No.
So no, I'm not surprised, Doc.
Oh, because it's the players.
Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. For whatever reason, they want to make less than a school teacher makes per year because they want her out of the league.
So that's my point. For a casual who just sees the headlines, it seems like another thing. Like they
don't
just
want her
haters.
in the league.
They're just haters.
They don't. She should go
That's
start
what
her
it
own
seems
league.
like. And sure, I'm sure the media drives this to some extent, but everything that I see coming out about it just seems like
Media doesn't drive it.
everyone outside of her team just
They
hates
hate her.
and wants no part of her in the league and just wants to disparage every chance they get.
This white girl is not good at basketball.
Brandon,
Caitlin Clark's the best. To me, it's just hate she's getting, and jealousy. So, she's the best.
yeah, I would love to be enlightened otherwise, but I don't see what the other answer. There's too many instances of unreasonable hate directed towards her. Too many instances.
Tell you what, if I ever get tickets to a Indiana game, I'm going. For
Oh,
sure.
totally. Meanwhile,
If that ever comes around.
people also lament the hate towards Angel Reese. But her play has actually been trash. Okay, recently she's kind of picked it up. What was that? Nice. Anyways, do you see the parallel I'm drawing?
Oh,
right?
I've-
Angel Reese's play for most of the season until very recently, she's had a nice stretch of games, very nice. But otherwise, she's been pretty shit.
I don't. She's the best at me bounds.
But then you get, and she's a great rebounder.
me bounds.
And me bounder. And she's the best me bounder. That's very true. Either way, as soon as hate's directed towards her,
Oh, how dare you?
right, is kind of my point.
She's the face of the league.
So
She's the GOAT. She's LeBron.
so I don't get it. Again, I'm very casual, and I'm probably falling into the trap of whatever. But this is what I'm led to believe at this point. Every time I
think
watch her,
we'll
she
all
looks
look-
fucking great, and I do
I
watch
think it will
when
look-
it's on the TV. I do. I've been popping WNBA games on. They're sweet, especially now that there's no more NBA. She's great.
I think we will all be looking back in 10 years and
Calling her the GOAT?
calling her the GOAT.
I think so too.
I think we're going to be looking back in 10 years and be like, wow, I can't believe I can believe the WNBA doesn't exist anymore because they ran Caitlin Clark out of the league.
Absolutely.
And then they lose all that.
And did you
TV
see the new
rev and-
cities they're expanding to?
Cleveland and
Cleveland,
Yeah,
Detroit,
Cleveland.
and Philly.
well, that's great.
It's not.
It had to happen at some point. I don't care which cities happen first. They got 12 fucking teams right now.
Yep. So they're going to be they're going into Portland and another one in the next 2 years. So that they'll be up to 15.
Portland will be great.
They're going to add 3 more.
Cleveland will be great.
I think Cleveland
The
will be great too.
fan base
Sure,
will be
because
clamoring for that.
people talk, oh, it's Cleveland, but it's a big metropolitan area and they got sports fans. I don't know.
And all of the stadiums are within walking distance of each other.
And are they not looking for another team to cheer for, given the Browns continue to fuck them over?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
if you
what I
look
thought.
at all of the other teams in Cleveland, the Guardians/Indians almost made it to the World
slash.
Series
Whoa.
last year.
What do you do?
What are you
Whoa,
slashing?
what
Slashing
are you
about?
do? Whoa,
Guardian slash.
you can't do that.
Sorry, Brandon,
That's
continue.
not. No.
Continue.
You got my Caucasian shirt on.
Forgot about that.
You
The
can't-
Guardians/Indians?
That's no. They are the Guardians.
Okay. Come to Cleveland and you find anybody that gleefully calls them the Guardians. I will give you $1. Nobody does it. I'm telling you.
If they say it with an eye roll, that doesn't count. The Guardians.
that does count. But
Sir,
no,
I'm just saying you.
It is a very loyal fan base
Yeah.
to the original name of
Really
the Cleveland
testing
baseball.
our insurance.
It was very cool when LeBron got him their first championship.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Like, and you saw, I recently also saw there apparently local Cleveland celebrities got together and sang a song called like "Please Stay LeBron" or something like that, leading him to commit to Miami. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my
And then,
talents
yeah,
South
so
Beach.
speaking of the Cavs are also very good. I mean, they made it to the playoffs this past year, but they had a historic regular season. They had one of the best records they've ever had.
You know who else has a historic regular season?
Who?
The Minnesota Vikings. Top 5 win percentage of all time.
thanks, I'll take it. Continue, Brandon.
Yeah, no. So we've got that.
Took
We've
one
also
skull
got
horn
the-
and he dropped out.
Sorry, we got the Cleveland Monsters as well, and they're a really good semi-pro team, and with a big fan base downtown Cleveland.
Now,
Um,
never mind.
what?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. I was like, you can't put your kids out on a basketball court and call them the Monsters and say they're a semi-professional team.
That's how things work, Brandon. Drunk. He's coming.
I got to really rethink some things.
You're gonna have to have a hard conversation with your kids.
This friendship being one of them.
Sorry, kids, you're not the monsters anymore. Dakota.
But no, the Cleveland Monsters are a good semi-pro team.
Nice.
Been to a few of their games. They're good, and it is super fun stadium to be in. So yeah, we've got a lot of good things going. I really hope Cleveland gets a soccer team at some point, a professional soccer team. I think that would be pretty fun to go to those games. A WNBA team is going to be awesome for the market. And with the Cleveland Browns working against the city right now to try and move out to Brook Park by the airport, we need something.
Does the
need something.
team? Is there a name? Do they have names yet?
Who?
Or just the cities were announced.
I think just the cities.
I was
right
getting
now.
really into
City,
seeing what
yeah,
they're.
just
Yeah.
cities.
Brandon, keep your eye out for any like polls if they're taking fan polls of like here's the 5 choices. What do you guys think the team?
The
Please-
Brownettes.
No, they'll be more like they'll do something with
the Greens.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something like that. I guarantee it.
Hopefully, that'd be cool.
The Cleveland Sound.
Cleveland Rockers.
Cleveland, yeah, the Cleveland Rockers. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I like that. Here, I think we just decided. Okay, cool. Speaking of Cleveland and stadiums, let's move to the NFL.
Yep.
Nice little segue there, huh? Where is it? Here it is. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine signs budget, giving $600 million to Cleveland Browns for new stadium.
Jesus.
You see that, Brandon?
Yep.
Thoughts?
No, I'm paying it.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's all out of tax dollars, and it's the whole state of Ohio. So even if you're a Bengals fan in Cincinnati, you're paying for this. New stadium.
That's
It doesn't
great.
matter.
That's hilarious.
Fandom doesn't matter.
Wow. That sucks.
So as
Wow.
residents and taxpayers, nobody is supportive of this other than purebred Browns fans.
Yeah, of course. Hey, that's cheaper than it was for the Vikes new stadium.
Everybody else is
$1.2
just
billion.
like, this is something that we could be using to spend on education, especially with this big beautiful bill and all the money they're taking away from healthcare, taking away from school programs, school nutrition,
What else?
nutrition programs. We couldn't be more divided as a state, because I'm a parent. I've got two kids and young kids in school. I would rather see that money be spent on education and nutrition and things to make our next generation smarter than we are.
Nah, it's Ohio.
Did you see that there's a new docu-series about Ohio State, and it's called Surviving Ohio State?
God.
Sure didn't. Why?
This can go like one of three ways.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
What scandals have they been a part of?
Let me bring up the synopsis.
Yeah, do tell.
But it's pretty scathing. Ohio State. So this is based on the John Wertham 2020 Sports Illustrated article. Why weren't more people talking about the Ohio State sex abuse scandal? Oh yeah, this is about the Ohio State Buckeyes trainer or doctor who is sexually abusing players.
That's right.
Nice.
I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So tune in.
I find that stuff interesting.
Pretty gross.
Yeah, definitely.
But anywho, back to the Browns. Yeah, so
New stadium.
that's happening. We're all going to pay for it.
Yep.
And nobody's happy about it. So Ohio's in a great place right now.
Well, here's if that doesn't
gotta
make you
leave,
happy,
Brandon.
maybe this makes you happy. If you're a Browns fan, you got a little something
Love
to
it.
cheer for. Deshaun Watson is taking Shadur Sanders under his wing. Sure, he's giving him a real hand
You've been just sitting on that.
for a while. I'm sure the joke's been made too, but I thought of it without reading it first.
You were just
So-
waiting for it.
So I'm saying it.
I pray that tutelage will result in a happy ending of some sort.
Yes. Good stuff. Doc, come on. You gotta give
I got
one.
nothing. Sex jokes aren't funny, guys.
Who's talking about sex jokes?
I mean, people were really violated.
He's just trying to make up for the ending of last week's episode.
It's just disgusting.
I get it. Hey, Shadur, good luck with being under that wing.
Yeah, apparently Taylor, or was it Gabriel?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah, Taylor Gabriel. He's taking first rep snaps right now. So check your fantasy football waiver wire. If he's out there, go snatch him up.
I drafted shittier. Just in case.
He'll be lucky to be the third string.
You think? That's not what everyone said after he was picked. Oh, you'll be a starter for sure. Thought I'm getting a starting quarterback in third round
He
of
was
the
also
draft.
supposed to go in top 5, and he didn't do that either.
I know we
Not
sure
top
did.
5 rounds.
We went
Speaking
101
of
miles an
football,
hour. Got a speeding ticket. That's fast. He at least went fast. Didn't go early, but he went fast. Anyways.
The Browns are going to be terrible this year.
Yeah,
Hashtag
probably.
analysis.
Yep, probably.
Waller the Baller's back in Miami.
Yes, he
traded
certainly
Giants.
is. Comes out of retirement to be traded from the Giants.
Well, he was already in Miami, so he's like, why not?
Probably. Dolphins are trading a conditional 2026 sixth round pick to the New York Giants for a 2027 seventh round pick and Darren Waller.
Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins won both trades.
I think so too. Waller is coming out of retirement after agreeing to a 1-year deal with the Dolphins worth up to $5 million. It's a good price for Darren. Guaranteed he can still ball. Per Drew Rosenhaus and Robert Bailey. He just had to have hated it in New York because he said, like, on why he retired, he's like, he lined up for a snap and he said he was acting as like fullback and it worked and they did the play like 3 times in a drive And he said on like, I don't know, he lined up and just had the thought like, what am I doing? And I don't know if he meant that a shot at the organization or what, but it came across that way.
Well, yeah.
And especially now that he comes out of retirement, go to South Beach.
Hell yeah, because I don't know. I've had that thought once or twice before.
Yeah, of course.
A previous employer of mine.
We just didn't have the luxury of having millions in our pocket to be like, I'm going to hang him up.
Yep.
Because we would have. Absolutely would have.
Well, good for him. I think he'll do well in that Jonnu Smith role.
Yeah, so that was...
They fleeced the Steelers.
Jonnu Smith is good too, but if you're able to replace him with Waller, then yeah, that's at least no drop off. I don't think.
I think it's better.
Yeah,
I think it's a huge improvement.
me too.
And they improved at defensive back.
Here's their other trade. Full trade terms. Dolphins have agreed to trade cornerback Jalen Ramsey and tight end Jonnu Smith and a 2027 7th round pick to Pittsburgh in exchange for safety Minka Fitzpatrick and a 2027 5th round pick. I don't know how good Ramsey is anymore. First of all, I'll say that.
Go ahead, Dakota.
Not the classic Ramsey, correct?
No, he's definitely not what he used to be, and he was an elite corner and all that. But
Is that the same case with Minka Fitzpatrick though?
He's to me top tier safety.
Right. What I read is not the last year or two, but before that, yeah, top 5 at least.
Yeah.
I mean, safeties are hard to evaluate, but
yeah, I mean, I think there would only be a couple I would probably put in.
And I'm sure money factors in here too. You know, I don't know. Add Fitzpatrick to the backfield. Get off Jalen Ramsey's contract, and the production stays the same, and you're saving money. Is what I'm guessing is happening. I don't know.
Alec, which Minnesota Vikings safety would you put over Minka Fitzpatrick?
Just Harrison. Just Harrison.
What about in the league?
Over Minka?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, so there's
do Kyle Hamilton out of Baltimore.
Kyle Hamilton.
Give me some Xavier McKinney.
Xavier McKinney, sure. Derwin James. Justin Simmons, is he still good?
I wouldn't do Justin Simmons.
I mean, he's okay. He's probably gonna be closer to.
Okay. Who's the Lions safety that just got a contract? He's good.
Yeah.
You know. We're probably forgetting a good name or two.
Well, it's a good exercise.
Who would you
really worked out the brain?
Who would you have up there, Brandon?
You got a list? Are we going somewhere with this?
Come on.
No. I would put Xavier McKinney over it. I just wanted to hear which Viking would be better because Alec is so biased.
Well, the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer. Who do you think?
The Hitman.
Exactly.
Bret Hart.
Dirty Harry.
Oh.
Jesus. All right, what other NFL news do we have?
We got some, Brandon. We got some. Let me tell you.
Brandon's tired of us.
Travis
already.
Kelce made headlines.
Got married?
Nope. This made headlines.
Not yet.
Was asked about the hardest part of hosting SNL. To which he replied, the table read because he, quote, can't really read that well. Quote, kind of fucked situation. I'm sure he thought he was like being cute, but everyone's making fun of him now because he can't read.
He's so stupid.
Is it the CTE or did you just never go to school or is it both? Because a lot of football players, it's both.
Well, him being with Taylor Swift makes a lot of sense then because she can read to him in song.
Oh, that's nice.
That's adorable.
Maybe the early rumors of Taylor grooming him because he functions as a child weren't so far off because he's just got that much brain damage.
Yeah. Yeah. She probably has.
You can find those takes out there. They're out there. Believe me, they're
so
out
he doesn't
there.
get away.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh man, that's all I got. That's
Jungle Gym.
That's all I had. NFL. Am I missing anything?
Let's see. There's some training camp stuff that came through.
Ooh. Ooh.
What? Stop. I don't want to hear training camp bullshit.
Oh, here's some gossip. Puka Nacua gossip.
Okay.
Puka Nacua's girlfriend has asked a court to confirm the NFL superstar is the father of her unborn baby. She also asked the court to award joint legal custody, but to give her full physical custody and only visitation rights to Nacua. I get full physical custody, but you're going to pay me.
Jordan Love got married.
He did?
Yeah.
Love found love.
Yep.
Nice.
Did you see Bakhtari's tweet?
No.
He said at least one of my quarterbacks invited me to their wedding this year.
Damn. Whoa, shots
Firing
fired.
shots at
Son of a
Rodgers.
gun. Hit the. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought they were buds. No?
Apparently not.
Jeez Louise. That's nice. That's juicy.
No,
Okay.
I hear JJ McCarthy is setting records at training camp.
Don't make me do it, Brandon. I'll do it.
There was a post by one of these Minnesota fan pages, and they're like, JJ McCarthy has set every quarterback record at training camp. Alec, where is this section in the stadium where we can go look at all these records?
It's a very good question.
Right when you walk through the main gate, gate C.
Yeah.
Is it training camp?
Training.
records?
Don't look left and you'll miss it.
That's where they're at.
It's a little plaque. So if you don't look out for it, you'll miss it.
What's so funny about that is there was obviously that was just clickbait.
Oh yeah.
But so funny that that's where they go is like it's set all these records.
At ESP.
For what?
He's the man. He's the man.
I know that there's not actual training camp records, is there? That's
No,
not.
there is. Yeah.
Is that documented?
Yeah, they keep stats of that.
Bullshit.
Why not?
Well, they don't.
What else do you do when you're a Minnesota Vikings fan?
Oh, like a fan could very well have these.
Oh, they got the stat book.
Yeah, they very well could. That'd be hilarious to find out. ESPN article: NFL Bag Hall of Fame players who maximize contract leverage. Who do you think the thumbnail is?
Kirk Cousins.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
He's Mount Rushmore of getting the
Damn
bag.
right. Yep. Okay. So Kirk Cousins calling card, making the front office so mad it refused to call him Kirk. Oh, that's right. That happened with Washington. They just called him the quarterback or something. Forgot about that. Yeah, Kirk never gave a fuck. He just said, "Pay me."
Yeah.
Trying to support Julie and my babies. Dak Prescott. Fair. Who else? Matthew Stafford. Sure. He's
But he's won
also
Super Bowl.
performed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fine.
Take that one off.
Yep. Joe Flacco. Maybe
He's good
similar.
too.
Yeah, he's had a great career. But hey, maybe that's not the question, right? It's just like they got the bag over and over.
They got paid more than what they did.
Darrell Revis.
Ugh.
Nice. Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, he keeps getting paid. Deion Sanders. Interesting.
Oh,
Bet you wish he was in the league these days. Laramie Tunsil. Okay, well. It's funny. Everyone just knew the thumbnail was going to be Kirk. He's continued to get paid.
Cole's cash, baby.
I tell you. All right. Okay, non-NFL. Just a couple things. Did you guys see? I don't know. There was a sprinting competition with a wardrobe malfunction.
What?
There's a male sprinting competition. This dude's junk was everywhere, and he won while trying to keep his junk inside of his shorts. They fell out the bottom. And judging by the size of the blur on the video I saw, might explain this headline: U.S. sprinter gets modeling offer after penis fell out of shorts during race.
Just tripping everybody with that log dong.
I guess
That's how he won the race. He just
momentum. Apparently, seriously.
he's just tripping people.
No, it's like, and it's for a majority of the race too. The thing's out, and he's like struggling with it too. Like he knows it's out, but he's still giving her hell in one. Crazy. Robinson, 24, was a 2023 NCAA champion over 400 meters hurdles and competed in Grand Slam track during its inaugural season. However, went viral after his manhood escaped from his shorts during the Golden Spike meeting in Ostrava, Czechia. The American attempted to adjust his shorts several times during the race, but the issue persisted as he stumbled over the finish line. Incredibly, Robinson still managed to win the race with a time of 48:05, his fastest recorded finish this season.
Yeah, it was.
So maybe there's something here, and we're going to see a lot more wieners in sprinting these days.
To get out.
Are you looking it up?
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you'll find it. Well, hey, you got a modeling gig.
Oh,
because
dude, it wasn't even just the. It was. Did you say it was the hurdles? He was doing the hurdles.
Yes. Yeah.
It wasn't just running.
No. Yeah, it was the hurdles.
Man,
And he
God, I hope
wins.
Didn't like
Yeah, it's everywhere. If you can find the video.
smash that thing on a hurdle.
Seriously. man.
Oh, that would hurt.
Well, he
so
probably
bad.
did. Like, I'm not kidding. It's all out there. All of it. You find it yet?
No,
I want to get your reaction really bad. Let me know if you find it.
I'm obviously not going to be able to find it.
What do you mean? I'm sure it's very out there. Even the blurred version. Okay.
That's the version I prefer.
Well, that's fine. Okay. Hey, the XL Energy Center is no more and will appear to be the Grand Casino Arena.
Nope.
No? Why?
Everybody's still going to call it the X.
Oh, totally. It's way cooler.
I don't know if there's a video. Like,
I saw the video.
Oh, okay.
Totally saw the video.
Oh, how many times did you watch it?
Just once. Come on. Come on. It was blurred. What's the point? Grand Casino Arena. But let's keep betting out of sports.
Oh, well, then he just lets it go. Oh, my God. He whacked it on the thing.
I know. First-hand reaction.
And then he just, okay.
And he stumbles across the finish line, gets
Good
first
for
place.
him.
I know. There's got to be momentum at that point,
Good
right?
for him.
Telling you. So,
Maybe one day.
There's still room for growth.
Showtime?
Yep, it's going to do her, Brandon.
He can still hit some hurdles.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you got more. What do you got, Brandon?
No, I just check out the Little Donnie Foundation regarding our friend with the penis issue.
What?
The Little Donnie Foundation.
What?
Dakota, I sent it to you.
Please tell. Hey, guys, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, follow anywhere and everywhere online. Check out our shop. That's secondoffice.shop. Awesome t-shirts, hats, merch.
Got some great 4th of July shirts.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry. One of my favorite
Terry.
videos of all time. One of
Yep.
everyone's favorite
Can't
YouTube videos of
spell-
all time.
Yep.
It's on a shirt.
You got
Can't spell sausage without USA.
Woo!
Suck it, England.
Suck it, England. What's it? There's two-time
Back-to-back World War champs.
back-to-back World War champs.
And then my
Oh.
personal favorite
Yep.
is it's only treason if you lose.
Woo! Happy birthday, America. Which is today and not in 2 days.
Yeah,
apparently.
technically today.
Technically today.
Technically today.
Good. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out if you did so this long. Love you.
Bye.